Hey there guys, this is Pharaoh2091 and welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. Last time we left off, we finished up the investigation for today, and well, it seems that Junie was holding back what she saw, because apparently she's the school snitch working for Professor Court, and she apparently saw Hugh dazed and with blood on his hands. Could he have killed Professor Court? Personally, I think there's something more to it. There has to be, but this doesn't look good for you, that's for damn sure. Were you able to sleep last night? Huh? Oh, sleep! Sure I slept! For a grand total of 0 hours. Guten Morgen, you two. You look like you're ready to pull on a real show. They probably didn't say that right, but okay. But before you do, I have a good luck gift for you. The voice print analysis came back, and the results couldn't be more clear. The voice in the mock trial video and the tape recording are one and the same. In other words, the recording's a fabrication. Okay, so, as it says right here, the voice on tapes is Aragon, or just like in Junie's script, it's been identified as a fake. That's going to help us out. The lab is continuing their study on the tape. So far, they found signs of overdubbing, but it's gonna take a bit longer to recover the audio that was erased. Who's there? Wait! Did you see who it was? No. I got a quick look, but it got away. I think it might have been Hugh. I bet he was eavesdropping. I wonder if he saw our hand. Oh, I'm sure he wasn't the only one just now. I bet Robin and Boxgirl were listening in too. I'll make sure they don't make a run for it. That is my final gift to you. Okay, all that's left now is to reach out to the truth. Time for a mini Chords of Steel workout. I'm Apollo Justice and I'm fine! Your turn. I'm Athena Sykes and I'm fine! I'm Pharaoh and I think I'm fine. Well, we'll see. I don't know. I'm not really sure how this is all gonna pan out, but, the truth will be revealed, maybe. Here we are. Day 2. All rise. Court will now reconvene for a trial of Juniper Woods. The Sykes Brigade is totally psyched. I mean, defense is ready, Your Honor. Oh, the prosecution is ready as well. I mean, isn't that right, Prosecutor Blackwell? Yes, well, moving right along. Yesterday's adjournment was unexpected, yet necessary. But I'll be running a tight ship here today, so no funny business from anybody. Understood? Your baldness, Robin Newman and Hugh O'Connor have recanted their confessions. But later I shall grill them at leisure to find whether I can charge them with perjury. Well, this sure complicates matters. Still, one must not overlook the facts. Now, about the school camera photo that was submitted yesterday. A pity, but that evidence is no longer relevant to this case. The art room clock runs fast. It cannot function as an accurate measure of time. As for the bungling detective who overlooked that, he's paying for his failure as we speak. Poor Detective Fulbright. I hope he returns to work with his full body parts intact. All his body parts intact. Well, if that's the case, then what will we... The accused is the sole person who could have moved the body from art room to stage. And I mean to prove it here this day. It's just like Detective Fulbright said. But what else does he have up his sleeve? My understanding of this heinous crime is thus. The murder took place near the center of the art room, as evidenced by the bloodstain. Blood was also found on some pottery next to the window over the maintenance area, which is to say the body was carried over to that very window. From there, it was dropped down to the maintenance area below, and though there was nary a scratch to the body aside from the fatal wound, that too was paired a script. A high jump mat was employed to cushion the fall. Then a ball court was used to haul the body over to the stage. That's not very clever. I mean, it's the same exact body moving scheme as the script. Anyone could have moved the body that way. Man, my throat's acting up today. Your publicity to spew forth words before you think is not very clever either. But why you? Moreover, the prosecution has a witness, which is most unfortunate for you. Witness! It's time for you to come forth. Who's up? Well, Hugh. I wonder what's going to be happening with him. Well then, will the witness please state his name and occupation? Hugh O'Connor. I'm a senior at Thames Legal Academy. I'm studying to be a lawyer. Yesterday I told that lawyer there that I would testify to the truth. So, I intend to cooperate fully in today's trial. Happy now, Miss Sykes? What's he up to now? The court appreciates your cooperation, Mr. O'Connor. Now, your testimony, please. So, let's hear his testimony regarding what he saw. The lecture hall was packed for the mock trial, but the rest of the campus was empty. That's when I saw Juniper dragging a large map from behind the stage. I was watching her from a vantage point between the stage and the maintenance area. She was headed towards me, so I assumed she was on her way to the maintenance area. But I didn't have time to stand around and see what she did after that. The real truth hurts so much, doesn't it, Miss Sykes? Or maybe you thought I was going to bring up something else entirely against your client. Ugh! Never a snappy comeback when I need one. He's coming straight at us today, using any means possible. To protect the students have had to climb high when setting up the stage. A mat was brought over to the stage from the storehouse. Our client is the student council president. What's wrong with her taking it upon herself to put that mat away after they used it? Objection! Oh, there is plenty wrong. There is but one man in the entire school that could cushion a fall from such lofty heights. Ergo, the man in question was indispensable to moving the body. Ah! It sucks being the last to know everything. I think I get it now. The drag marks we saw behind the stage were made by the mat. If the only mat on there of that thickness was where the body is assumed to have been dropped, well, it could be hard to deny a possible link to this case. We're off to a bad start again. You sure you're okay, Athena? It's game on, Hugh. Game on. I'm gonna turn your arrogant perfect score grade into a teary-eyed frown of failure. There you go, girl. Cross-examination. Well, how do I want to go at this? It seems like I really do need to find more information regarding, well, pretty much everything. But, I don't know. But, see, the thing is, they said that there was only one mat, right? Now, I kind of want to take a look at the pictures where they're still setting up stuff. I was hoping that I would see like if there's a mat in place here, like maybe it would have stayed there. No, not even. That wouldn't have helped. Okay, I'm not really sure what I'm thinking here. So, the lecture hall was packed before my child, but the rest of the campus was empty. That's when I saw Juniper dragging a large mat from behind the stage. I was watching her from a vantage point between the stage and the maintenance area. Wait a minute. I could have sworn the thing we just looked at right here. Now here's the stage, and you see, but there's like that large partition right there. Now, isn't that thing still set up now? How the hell could he have seen? I think this is what I'm looking for. Objection! Yes, okay, good. So, you saw the back of the stage from between the stage and the maintenance area. Well, let's take a look at this photo taken by Miss Scuttlebutt, shall we? This photo shows the students setting up the stage the day before the mock trial. Do you see the big construction screen to the right of the stage in the background here? Why, yes. In fact, there were a bunch of those next to my house until a few days ago, too. It was so noisy behind there, but I couldn't take a peek. Oh, how it piqued my interest. Exactly, Your Honor. You cannot see past such screens. That's the purpose. Now let's see. How exactly is that screen positioned again? Aha! Since it was to the right of the stage, it should be right here. And from this vantage point, the witness claims to have seen our client behind the stage backdrop. Oh my! But the screen would have been completely in the way. That's right. Therefore, the witness couldn't have possibly seen our client from this point. Ugh! Ouch! Come on, Hugh. Now you're off to a bad start. Oh, order! Order! Mr. O'Connor, have you been lying to this court? The screen. Right. It must have slipped my mind. What? Are you telling me you, Mr. Genius, forgot something as literally big as that? There are two kinds of memory lapses. The normal kind you mouth breathers have, and the genius level lapses of memory that people like me have. Why don't you just admit that it was a normal, everyday brain fart already? Will the witness now please restate what he remembers, minus the lapses of memory? That's easy. I was on the other side of the screen. In other words, I witnessed Juniper from the stage side of the screen. Objection! You're testifying our client was behind the stage. But need I remind this court, the back of the stage is not visible from the front. To actually see our client behind the stage from the stage side of the screen, the witness himself would also have to be in the same area behind the stage. But in that case, our client would have definitely seen Mr. O'Connor. Youch! Oh man, he's been caught up like no other. Nice one, Athena. Keep it up. Objection! Oh, jeez. Alright, Golden Boy. Is this not your chance? Telling the truth will be like a weight lifted from your chest. The truth? What truth? The fact that Golden Boy here was where he initially stated. That is to say, he was between the maintenance area and the stage. Objection! But then the screen would have blocked his view of... Objection! On the ground, yes, his view would have been blocked indeed. But consider how smoke always wants to rise up high. Athena, look at the photo again. Do you think... something on the other side of the screen? Something high enough to see the stage? No way! This crane right here? But I don't remember seeing a crane there on the day of the mock trial. Me neither, but it's probably safe to assume it was moved before we found the body. That's far enough, Prosecutor Blackwell. Remember, you promised! I recall making no such promise. It was you who came blubbering to me about keeping quiet in exchange for information. What's all this about? What's all this about? What's all this about a promise? Is this about whatever Blackwell's using against him? And what's it got to do with going into the crane? Golden Boy did not go up in that crane for fun. He was working part-time as a crane operator within school grounds. What? Do you mean to tell me a high school student was operating a crane? The witness, I object to the prosecutor's last statement. There's no proof I ever operated that crane. Actually, there just might be something that proves he did. What? If this whole part-time job thing is true, I doubt it would be limited to a single day. You were probably working at the same site the previous day, too. Is this what you're thinking of, Athena? Yep. As the court can see, this photo captured a crane's operator. And if you look at carefully, he bears a definite resemblance to Mr. O'Connor. Are you serious? This is ridiculous. I didn't really think too much about it, but I guess he does stand out now that they mentioned it. Very interesting. Let's ascertain whether this is as ridiculous as the witness maintains. The defense agrees with the prosecution. Let's bring the facts to light. That's all very well good, but just how do you propose to do that? The person in this photo has one really distinguishing feature. I'm not 100% sure, but it's at least worth a try. We can clearly identify the person in this photo as a witness by examining... And gives us something to look at here. Examine the fingerprints, his neck, his hobby. Ah, thing is, it must be his neck because well, the way I say his neck is because he keeps hitting that whatever his archery bow thing, right? He keeps hitting his neck every time it falls on him. So maybe he left a bruise on there. There's something red right there anyway. So I'm gonna say his neck. The figure in this photo is wearing a very unique object around his neck. Why, yes, you can see it right there. But then, are you saying you mean to... Oh. Mr. O'Connor's neck is almost entirely concealed by his tall collar. But that's exactly why I believe this warrants further examination. Oh, okay. Well, maybe I was in the wrong reasoning, but I'm on the right track, I guess. No, not a chance! That would be a blatant violation of my privacy! You are a disgrace of a man. Now start unbuttoning that collar before I hack it off! Yeah, what's the big deal? Now let's see your neck! Come on. Guess I have no choice. Da-dun! Wait, is that their proof of friendship right there? Shaking hands? I'm assuming so. Oh my! So, where'd you buy that neck brand, if I may ask? Band. Why say brand? Whatever. I didn't buy it. It's handmade. And there's only one like it in the world. Well, it sure looks like a neckband in the photo. Should we have the photo analyzed? You are one irritating lady. Fine. I admit it. I work a part-time construction job. It has nothing to do with our school. Operating heavy equipment is no big deal for a guy who can parallel park one-handed. But I never expected one of my jobs would take me to my own school. But when you factor in all of the required tests and the apprenticeship period, well, wouldn't you have to be at least 20 to have a license for operating a crane? Oh, about that, you see, I'm a genius, so, you know...
Objection!
Something's fishy. Let us dispense with this inane charade, golden boy. No, Prosecutor Blackwell, please don't! High school seniors are 19 at most, thus they fail to complete the requirements. But that does not apply to you. Does it, Mr. O'Connor? Why doesn't it apply? He's a senior, so he's around that age, right? No, don't, please! Actually, Golden Boy here is 25. He took a 7-year break from school. What? Wait, come again? Well then, okay. Take a gander at the official school enrollment documentation. It's all right there. Oh! Ouch! 25? You mean he's older than me? A 25-year-old high school student? Holy crap, I can't believe that! Oh. See, okay, I didn't... Okay, that called me. A 7-year break. 7 years. I've just one thing to say. There are two kinds of 7-year breaks. The ordinary kind you mouth breathers take, and the genius kind people like me take.
Objection!
But a genius will quickly become a chore for a 7-year break. I think you have that backwards, Athena. Even geniuses make mistakes. I just happened to make mine only 7 years in a row. Only Hugh could get away with using only like that. Enough of this jibber-jabber. Suffice to say, the witness was up in the crate when he saw the accused dragging the mat. The accused readied all she needed to move the body immediately prior to doing so. That much is clear. I see no need to deliberate the matter further. Well, considering that the body was moved in the same manner as in the script, I find Prosecutor Blackwell's claim to be quite persuasive. Does the defense care to dissuade me? Oh, as long as the mat was used to move the body, Judy's gonna be under suspicion. Athena, I just thought of something. What was Hugh doing in the crane right before the mock trial? He couldn't have been on the job at the time. I mean, he was waiting for the trial to start. Yeah, why was he in the crane? Wait, you don't think... Your Honor?
Yes, Miss Sykes?
I've got it. I've got an amazing idea that will turn a prosecution's claim on its head. A little conjecture has never stopped us before.
Interesting.
Mr. O'Connor, you were using the crane to do what? Move the screen, move yourself, move the body. Well, I think, personally, it was probably to move the body because of the, well, I'm kind of thinking about, like, the bound wrists. So maybe, like, he connected it like that? But in that case, I mean, I think it makes sense to say move the body. The body was, was just like that, like it was in the script, so it must have moved like it in the script too. At least that's what the prosecution believes. How simplistic, even foolish.
Those are pretty strong words, Athena. You sure about this?
The witness is a licensed crane operator, so he could have used it to move the body.
I think so.
Objection.
Well, Golden Boy, care to chime in? I intend to say no more on the matter. Save that this does not bode well for you.
Wait, he's on my side this time? Or is this another trap? Watch this!
Whoop.
I can use a bow and arrow one-handed. Wow, that's a crazy level of dexterity. I can even drive a crane with one hand. That's easy. But operating a crane itself is so complex, it requires both hands. Now, I would have the court look at this. Oh, please tell me that's a ketchup stain. Are you telling me that we never noticed his other hand all this time? You wish. My hand was injured and required surgery. That's the reason I kept my hand in my pocket all this time. Okay, that's all in his pocket. Okay.
I've already verified this with the hospital of treatment. Quite a nasty wound, they say.
So, how'd you hurt it?
I see no need to discuss that. It has no relevance to this case. 2 hands are required to operate complex machinery such as a crane. Ergo, on the day of the mock trial, the witness was incapable of moving the body by crane.
Now I'm the fool?
Ah, jeez.
Well, if we remember what Junie saw, I mean, that was both hands, right? And one of them was bloody, so... I planned on moving the crane the night before the mock trial, but then I got injured. Wanting to keep my part-time job a secret, I had to do it just before the mock trial instead. Ugh. Here I thought this was the big break we've been waiting for.
Now the defense's,
sophistry? Oh, whatever. Is laid bare. I would have that court recall my claim. I'll get that word one day.
The body was dropped out a 3rd floor window to a mat near the maintenance area. And a ball cart was used to move it to the stage. See? I've been paying attention. Well done, your baldness. Now consider this. The accused was sighted dragging that mat. Ergo, it was she who moved the body.
Uh-oh. This keeps going back and forth. Well, I think you're on the right track, Athena. You do? Yeah, Juniper remains a prime suspect if we assume the body was moved per her script. So, as a defense, you had to figure out how else the body could have been moved. But... oh, is he telling me to think of another way besides a crane?
Miss Sykes, if you have a counter-argument, then this court would love to hear it. And if you do not, it's time for the verdict. Is that correct, your baldness?
Objection!
No, not yet! All I have to do is show that the body wasn't moved like it was in the script, right?
Well, that would show that Matt had nothing to do with the case. There's a sword of great renown that cuts down the sophistic ways. How can I say that word? Lawyers. Its name is evidence. Sophistic.
Really? Okay, listen. Why the hell did it not look like it? You don't scare me. Force a smile, Athena. You can do it.
What's on your face, Athena? It's a weird mix of terror and creepy grin.
Just focus on how the body could have been moved without it being dropped. How could anyone lower it without just dropping it? It's not like it could fly. Or maybe it could. After all, there is a way to zip between the art room and the stage. Somebody could have easily used that thing.
Oh, yes, of course. Miss Sykes, the court would like to see what you have for us.
All I have to do is show the tiniest shred of possibility. The man ball weren't used to move the body. The man ball cart. This is what was used. Oh, and we can actually present something. I think we all know what she's talking about. The issue is... do we even have evidence like pertaining to that one specific item? Because she's saying, like, you know, that thing used, and we can see it right there, like that winch. And we know it was used to move the banners back and forth. I don't know if I want to present the photo and show the winch, or actually, wait, this banner. Well, it says, okay, it was hung by a wire between the stage and our room. A trace amount of blood was on it. And when we found it, it was kind of tied up, kind of strangely. Man, is this it? Huh, this actually might be it then. Well, in any case, guys, I'm going to go ahead and present this in the next episode, because this episode's going for way too long. So, as usual, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for Let's Play Phoenix Wright, I was thinking of the name real quick. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Dual Destinies. Oh boy. I'll see you guys later.